That
I just burnt my tongue. Chill.
Welcome everybody to the Quarter Life Crisis podcast. I'm your host. Good evening, everyone. Top of the morning to you. Hats off.
All right, bro, get it going, man.
What's up, y'all? It's Nick and
Yoki, what's up?
We're here on the Quarter Life Crisis podcast. Shout out our lovely producer, Mr. Supervillain himself, and Justis.
What's up?
Shout out Kudos Society. If you're wondering why this episode's gonna sound like an ASMR, it's because we all have beverages and food.
Hey, I got the chai on deck.
I've got the chai. I've got the cookie. This is a lava cookie.
Boba chai.
It's infused with some type of fudge. I'm rocking with it. What you got over there?
This shit fire, bro.
What is it?
What is that?
It's a 4-berry smoothie.
4 berries. What's it? Blueberry, strawberry,
I don't even know, bro.
banana.
Nick laughing at me because I got a free drink. Like he ain't get a chai latte.
What's wrong with chai, bro? I got a chai right here.
What's wrong with chai is the same thing that's wrong with a smoothie.
I have a
So he shouldn't be laughing,
chai right here. Nick, why you making my drink look bad by making fun of his drink, bro? What's up with you, man?
That's a lot of fruit in your drink, bro. He said 4 berries.
Somebody come get this child, bro.
Nah, there's nothing wrong with it, though. There's nothing wrong with
Grow the fuck up, man.
Nah, but here's the thing, right?
Yeah, niggas. Whenever
always
niggas
be judging me, bro.
No, whenever niggas say here's the thing, right? They have no valid
Y'all
things
gotta
of substance to say.
y'all don't know, bro. I am a progressive person. And I support,
You're really not. Though.
Yeah,
I think
listen,
you're definitely not.
I support everybody doing whatever they want to do, but I go way back with Mr. Injustice himself, and the fact that the man that I met would not be over here.
Bro, niggas can't drink smoothies?
It's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not the guy that I'm used to knowing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's
don't
like,
get a person.
It's like seeing your dad cry for the first time. It's like there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like word. Like,
Look, bro. Last week I got a freaking that freaking Mexican soda, the freaking Jaritos, and you were laughing at me. So like honestly, I think this nigga just want me to drink like a freaking like.
He wants you to drink he wants you to drink a black coffee.
Some water.
He wants you to drink a black coffee.
Nah, the Jaritos was crazy only because we're at an establishment where you get it. Like get a drink.
I got one. I got one, bro. I'm sorry I didn't get a boba tea like you.
This is lychee. Get it right. This is lychee.
This is lychee.
It's lychee. It's good for you.
Still balls in your drink, man.
It's not balls.
And
those aren't balls.
And the 4 berries aren't good for you?
The lychee are not balls. These are rectangles. It's not. They're shaped different.
Oh my
I
god.
thought that was the ice.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, that's lychee.
Oh my god, so cool.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back.
Yeah. How was your week, Yoki? Check in.
Dang, bro, the week went by really fast.
It did.
I've been home alone this week because my mom's off somewhere doing United Nations businesses. But it was pretty good, bro. I got really good sleep majority of this week, like really, really good sleep. I watched The Batman for the first time. I think it was like Monday. Honestly, the one thing, and this seems consistent among all the viewers of it who like really know comics, the movie itself was fire. Zoe Kravitz, you know what I'm saying? But like, it seemed like the portrayal of Batman, a lot of people were kind of off about him being Batman. I forgot his name. I just know him as the guy from
Robert
Twilight.
Pattinson.
Yeah, that guy, you know, the British dude. But like, I genuinely think he did a pretty decent job.
He did a great job.
You know, doing young Batman, because he was young Batman. It wasn't like no established Bruce Wayne like Ben Affleck, Christian Bale. I thought it was good. I really liked it.
Batman is such a complex character, so like people are gonna nitpick every time someone plays him. It was a kind of a different portrayal, just because Batman's like, well, not Batman. Bruce Wayne is usually like the rich philanthropist.
But he was
type.
on timing, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he was on timing.
But usually he be pulling.
He was
busting
busting
women.
niggas' asses, bro.
He was. Yeah. That was on point. But like this one is more like kind of like a socially awkward Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Which I think personally makes sense because it's closer to like he's still young. So like
it's closer to when he lost his parents than when he's
It's
like
fresh.
fully established. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
still fresh in his mind.
I feel like the newer Batman, he might start come out of the shell a little more. And I think it's more so like not only does he need to learn how to be Batman, but he needs to learn how to be Bruce Wayne too.
Type shit. He has
know what I
to
mean?
learn how to balance it. Right now, he's just the Batman.
Yeah.
He's just figuring that out.
But yeah, Zoe Kravitz, bro.
My bro, when she was
masterclass.
like, I need somebody to come up to me, call me, what are you gonna do about it? Vengeance. I was like, God damn. Have you watched the movie? Have you watched the movie before you judge me? Go watch the movie,
Why
bro.
do you always assume I'm gonna judge something?
No, because you've been judging him the past.
Because you got a judgmental ass face.
Yeah, and you've been judging him about Target / Walmart the past 20 minutes.
Look, man.
Now you gonna talk about that though.
Here's what I'll say.
But how was your week? Forget about all that.
Everything was going well until y'all niggas started talking about Batman and shit. But no. On a serious note though, it was a good week. You know, finals and whatnot is happening. So y'all know how that is. It's just studying, homework, all that fun stuff. But then, you know, you get to come here and I get to listen to as two grown men talk about comic books. So that's always nice.
Yes, sir.
You love it, right? Right, Justice? You love it. Shit fire.
He's so judgmental, bro.
Like,
I'm not judgmental.
Yeah. What did Michelle Obama say? When they go low, we go high.
Nah,
Justice,
facts.
we're up here. We're gonna let him stay where he is.
I'm honestly, you know what it really is?
What?
Nick is Nick represents what's wrong with men today.
Oh yeah.
Talk about it.
Ladies, I know you'd be able to feel me on this.
Yep.
Because he asked how you were doing.
Yep.
He didn't give a fuck for real.
Mm-hmm.
He did not give a fuck.
Ladies, doesn't this happen when your man asks you how you doing, but they don't really give a fuck? They just asking to ask. They
I
just saying
cared.
something.
I care about how you're doing. I just didn't expect how you're doing to turn into the Batman breakdown.
I mean, you asked how I was doing. Aren't you just supposed to expect anything? You know, like how I'm doing. You're supposed to expect me to tell you how I'm doing.
You know what? You're very right, and maybe that's. I'm not being stoic enough. Maybe that's.
I don't think that's it. Don't put it on stoicism. No, we're not gonna put this on stoicism.
I was trying to say I'm not.
No, I think you just need to be more open-minded.
Open-minded? Is that you agree?
Yeah, just a little.
Here's the thing, right? Batman doesn't. While I'm very much like, all right, some of this shit is weird. I don't think Batman is, out of all the superhero shit, I think Batman's the most reasonable. Out of like.
So you just don't like the idea of superheroes?
I think
What's the point?
I think it's corny unless it's done correctly. Like,
so give me an example of what's corny and what's not corny.
Like, okay. Avengers pre-Infinity War, those movies are corny. Because it's just like a bunch of dudes in suits and superpowers fighting people, right? Something like the Joker is done well because it's a social commentary that's connected to it. A good example of something that Marvel did that was good was like Civil War. Was like a really good example of a social commentary.
Because it was realistic.
Because it was told through because it's like, okay, checks and balances. You know what I'm saying?
Did you watch, I'm sure you didn't, but Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think you'd really fuck with.
Oh, the show?
Yeah, because
I saw some clips.
I think you'd fuck with that just because, to more so your point, it kind of makes sense.
I want to go back to the Joker. I think while the Joker did have some good values and some good realism, I think it was very contradictory in the nature of how they portrayed the human condition of the Joker and how they put it in a light like, this is not what you want. Like we're talking about how you can go over the edge like this and like, you know, but it ended up just being something that people memed, you know, edited and glorified. Because at the beginning, it seems like he's a very troubled man. He's going through a lot. But once we get to the end, he's dancing on top of a car or in the middle of traffic or whatever.
That man's just insane.
Yeah, you know, he's just insane, guys. So it's like, where do we draw the line, basically? But I thought it was a good movie. I think Batman is just better.
I think the Joker.
But we can nitpick all day.
I think the Joker kind of tells a story that's very much.
It's about nihilism, I think.
It's
apart from like, you know.
To me, I feel like it breaks down the concept of like the revolution, quote unquote. Like, as far as fighting back against whatever the establishment is, and how that can be portrayed in certain lights. Because for a lot of people, the only time they saw the Joker was on the show where he shot homie, right? Not all the other stuff that led up to it. Not the whole, you know, all the issues, everything like that. Saying. When it gets there. And so I feel like that's what makes it dope to me. I said it's telling a story without just like, okay, a bunch of guys jumping and flying.
You're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I agree. I think that iteration of the Joker, you're right. I think he kind of represented like the misunderstood. But regular Joker, like Heath Ledger Joker, like Joker you see in the cartoons, he's just a psychopath.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But honestly, I just think you're just not into, you know, he's bringing that perspective. He's not into comic books or anime or nothing like that. And I'm being really honest, bro. I grew up like in comic books. I'm a little biased, but when it comes to anime, there's certain like anime I can't get into because it is a little too corny for me.
That's okay. There's
Like-
certain anime that I couldn't get into because it was corny for me
Yeah,
too.
like-
I mean, it's normal.
That's why like I tried to watch Naruto, I couldn't fuck with it.
Uh-huh.
Same thing with Dragon Ball.
I feel like one of the things about those, because those are specifically like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, those type of anime are specified under the genre of shonen anime,
Yeah.
which is for young men, but it's really for teenagers and young boys from the ages of like 10 or 8 to like 16, 17, you know? And I feel like it's a generational thing. Like if I didn't watch Naruto when I was in 5th, 6th grade in TJ, I probably wouldn't be able to sit through all of it right now and feel the same things that I felt before. It was needed, and now I can look back and be like, the things that I learned from it and the characters and now the edits that I'm seeing are really interesting and they're really cool. But like it's, you know, Dragon Ball Z, one thing I'll say about Dragon Ball Z is you just got to find the right version of Dragon Ball Z, because there's a couple different ones. You know, there's the Japanese iteration, there's the American iteration, but I think Dragon Ball Z specifically has a lot of value. I think that's one that you got to maybe, and that's, I'm biased because it was the first thing that I watched when I came to the US from Kenya. But like, yeah, like all anime, like there's the cringy anime, there's the weird shit, there's like fucking, you know, what anime is stereotyped as like that.
The Crunchyroll niggas.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll niggas.
Yeah, there's a lot of fans that make anime look bad too.
But just like I don't fuck with certain like generic anime tropes, I can see why Nick doesn't fuck with certain comic book tropes.
It's
you know what
understandable.
I mean?
You know what it is for me? And this is kind of my own, to your point. I got to be a little more open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, it was not like,
You didn't watch that.
yeah, niggas wasn't like, oh, let's turn on fucking Iron Man and shit. Like,
What were you doing?
niggas
What were you
was-
watching?
Niggas was watching basketball. Niggas watching football. Niggas
So
like, you
you're
know what I'm saying?
watching, so you're more in tune with the like real life heroes, if you will.
Yeah, like niggas was watching sport. You was watching sports, or like, I'm trying to think even what niggas was like.
You didn't watch cartoons when you were a kid?
Not even, bro. Maybe like the Nickelodeon shit, like the iCarly, the Victorious, maybe that shit niggas was watching a little bit.
So you really
Like,
just
niggas-
watch like more like live action acting
Yeah,
type
there was
shit.
never really any other than like the Boondocks.
Mhm.
There was never.
So you watch SpongeBob?
No, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob.
We did have.
There are
this
some
conversation.
people that aren't allowed, bro.
I wasn't
you
allowed
remember
to
Miss
watch
Norris? Did you go to Hawthorne?
I did.
You remember Miss Norris?
Yeah.
Bro, she had like this thing where she always let us know like her kids, and I went to school when her son was like, I think in 1st grade, and I was in 4th grade, and her daughter was probably like maybe 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
But like she expressly said like she didn't let them watch SpongeBob because she thought like it made you.
Miss Norris
You
is the
know?
reason why I'm not allowed to watch SpongeBob. Because she told my dad, like, oh, I'm not blah, blah, blah.
Bro, my mom didn't care, bro.
For what reason?
But I love Miss Norris. All to say, Miss Norris, if you're watching this, you changed my life. I love you.
My parents were very like, they were G's. I mean, they're still here, so they're still G's. But it was very like interesting. For example, I couldn't play GTA, right? Because
That's
people
understandable.
were
That's
dying.
understandable.
My mom wouldn't let me play
However-
GTA at that age either.
However, I could play COD all I wanted. Because
I
my mom,
feel you.
my mom's thing was like, oh, well, like it's soldiers, so it doesn't count. Like
Yeah.
you shooting people, but it doesn't count.
My mom let me play stuff like Halo or
senseless
like
violence.
Black
Yeah.
Ops. Like Black Ops, my mom let me play that.
Exactly.
So what? SpongeBob is because it like wasn't educational or something?
I guess it was just too
Like there was no lessons in it?
yeah. There's nothing was happening that was beneficial.
Yeah,
for the mind,
I see that.
was her point.
Okay. I see
So-
what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, and then so yeah, like I just said, like iCarly was dope. The Victoria, some of the Disney stuff I'd watch. Zack and
Disney
Cody,
was
that
elite at
kinda
the
stuff.
time, but Disney was
Yeah.
elite at the time. They were eating.
So
Cartoon Network, I
just
think.
Waverly Place, those things.
I think Cartoon Network, bro. I feel sad for you. No disrespect that you didn't get to watch like a lot of Cartoon Network when it was in its golden age, bro. Because like Samurai Jack, all those cartoons, bro.
The dope stuff on Cartoon
Fucking
Network for me was the
golden.
live action stuff too. Like there was this show.
What?
I'm gonna put you on.
What do you? What? Like, all
some-
that live action shit was ass.
Hold on.
No offense.
There's gonna
Not
be some
offense.
people watching this and know what I'm talking about. There was this show called Dude, What Would Happen? And they were just like,
I mean, it was good for like little kids and like.
I know what
other
you're
one-
talking about.
The
I
story
remember,
build
bro.
the story.
Yeah, I used to watch it too. The Destroy Build Destroy. I remember that.
There was a few. What was the wall to wall? Like
That shit was so silly, bro.
wall.
But I
I
like
watched
that,
it.
though.
I watched it all the ones you're talking about. I watched all the time,
But
but
see,
I don't
those-
think they were as good.
Those aren't bad, but you still missed out.
Yeah, I think you
This
still
really
missed
good.
out,
Those were
bro.
tight.
If you're thinking that those are the Cartoon Network
were
shows,
tight.
when you think back, you missed out.
and then the Boondocks would come on after whatever time.
That's Tsunami, yeah.
Did you at least get to watch like regular show or Adventure Time or Amazing World of Gumball, like the
Those
newer
are like-
ones when we were
yeah,
like
those
in
are
middle
newer.
school?
I wasn't.
Jesus Christ, bro! I
Because you
feel
gotta
bad for
understand,
you.
but by that time, it's not like I wasn't allowed to. I just wasn't interested because I was never tapped in with the cartoon shit.
Yo, you know what niggas don't know, bro? Niggas don't know about Steven Universe. That should change my life.
My brother was really into that. I never got
I
into
love
it.
that shit, bro.
I heard it's good, like story wise.
It was good story wise. It got a little bit off the rails like later on, so I stopped watching it. But like the music too, I still listen to that soundtrack to this day. It's fire.
I
bro.
will say, I feel like the media that you take in, especially at that young of an age, really shape the person you become.
Oh yeah.
Like 1,000%.
Yeah.
I can see the parallels in like how I am now based off of what I was watching at the time.
Yeah.
What I was into, those kinds of things. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like probably more grounded to the outside world because you
Almost
watch more
definitely.
like, I don't know how to say it, human stuff.
It's
Like I don't know how to describe it.
Even when I tap in, because I tapped into the eccentric stuff too, like later on in life, like the Vampire Diaries and those kinds of shows. But when it comes to like even writing, it's a little more difficult for me to write things that like are in the abstract or like in a different kind of like universe, if you know what I mean. Like when I get into writing like scripts or writing stories, when we do that, I can't really tap into a realm that's not at least based in some type of reality. You know what I mean? Like everything has to make sense. I can't do like the Rick and Morty shit.
Well, same with me though. Even though like I have plans of like one day like I want to work on like my own comic book, but
Yeah.
most of the shit that I do is based off the same thing.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
But you have some more artistic, I guess, flair. Or like you have some deeper, I guess you have more to pull from. Because you did like the Angel Devil one that I
Yeah,
thought was
true,
pretty
true,
tight.
true,
You got a couple of different things that you wrote that are pretty tight.
True.
Whereas like my stuff that I've written, it's very like grounded. And you've seen more stuff that I've written than Yoki
Yeah,
you have.
it's like you know you cheat on your girlfriend, got another girl pregnant, like true story type shit.
Why does he do this?
Wow.
Why does he do this?
This is news to me, guys.
Because we was doing great, right? We was having a great moment.
I think we're still doing great.
I do
No,
still do
but the
great.
ass part is that he's really seen my writing, so now that's like a believable thing. People are gonna think that I write stuff like that. Which maybe once or twice.
He's a good writer.
I believe it. I believe you're a good writer.
We gotta cook
No.
something up, bro.
We got a what?
We gotta cook something up.
Oh, we do, bro. We've been working. I like the one. Damn, should I even? I can't give it away, right?
No, I don't give it away.
Yeah, I can't
I know
give
what
it
you're talking about. When you send me,
Yeah, I like. We're gonna write something. We'll talk. We'll talk offline. But let's talk about kindness.
Actually,
Yoki. What?
you know what's a good segue into the kindness thing?
What?
So the topic we're going to be tackling, for a little bit is why it's so hard to be kind, especially in today's society. And I feel like the Joker, what we were talking about earlier, is a really good representation because a lot of people like the Joker might have related to him a lot or like been like obviously not on an extreme level like, oh, I'm just like him, but like I'm just like him in the way that nobody understands me or it feels like the world's against me. That's why I think nihilism was a big theme in that movie, apart from like the mental health issues and
Can you
the
break that
commentary
down?
on society.
Break down the nihilism.
Well, nihilism is just in simple terms, it's a philosophical idea. I think Nietzsche was a big philosopher in that field, but it's basically to say like nothing matters.
Okay.
And like expanding on that, talking about what that means for the world. Like if nothing matters, what's the point of being here? What's the point of doing this or that?
so
Things
I
like
looked
that.
it up. It's
yeah.
it's an interesting definition.
What is it?
It says the rejection of all religious and moral principles in the belief that life is meaningless.
Yeah, basically. That's yeah.
Damn.
So it's like, and it's a lot of people like when you see people that maybe glorify the Joker or glorify like that Sigma male, whatever, that movement, because that was a big thing. And it's a lot of like edgy, younger teenage boys. It's all fueled by the idea that the world's against them, and that's why it's extremely hard for people in their day-to-day lives when all day, because one thing with our human psychology and the way our brains work is like, and I feel like I've noticed this about myself, when you wake up, say, take one day as an example, right? You wake up that day on the wrong side of the bed, right? You go, your hair is not looking nice the way it is. Your parents might have been on you more than they usually are. You got a bad grade. The girl that you wanted at school didn't talk to you right. Then you're going to go through the rest of that day seeing life through the lens of like a glass half full, basically. Like life isn't meant for me. Like, it's all negative. It's all bad. So who the hell cares? Like, why should I even try to be good to people? You see, when you frame your mind like that, it's like, of course, that's all you're gonna see. You're gonna see people not holding the door for somebody, and people being disrespectful. Little things, and it's gonna build on that. So I feel like the Joker is very good, and I feel like you probably have a little bit more to talk about on that aspect, maybe.
I mean, I think to your point,
Yeah.
it's very much a matter of kind of, again, the media that you consume It's buzzing, right?
Fucking chai.
I was thinking about the chai too. I had to, catch it.
Nigga,
You threw it
bro,
to me.
next time you gotta get the hot one. You gotta get the hot one. The cha chai.
I'm gonna get the hot one next time. I'm gonna get the hot one.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
don't give a fuck, bro. The 4 berries is going crazy.
I'm gonna try that next time.
You would try that.
Hey man, listen.
But
He's giving y'all examples. But go ahead.
But on a serious note, I think it's important to kind of understand, I guess, the media that again are being consumed, because art imitates life at the end of the day, and you would be thoroughly surprised, and I've been very surprised even at people, especially young people's ability to grasp these abstract concepts. Because even if you look at like TikTok or all these apps with people who dissect characters and things, they be young and they be breaking it down. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of very intelligent like thinkers, man.
Right, and so to be able to relate to these characters is dope. But then it's like you start to see people kind of emulate the bad qualities of things. And to talk about nihilism, at least as far as me, you know, I'm Christian, those kinds of things. So it's a little bit different. But in having conversations with atheists and people of different faiths, kind of, the conversation generally is, okay, well, at least from my perspective, the conversation ends usually with, well, then where do you get your morals from? Because if you can't tell me where your moral compass comes from, then you really can't have one. So if this is what your mindset is, where it's like, okay, then nothing matters, there are no morals, whatever, then okay, that's just your stance and I can't really tell you anything. But I think for the most part, people have a moral compass and they just don't know where to place it. So then that's what you know, they lead to, you know, they turn to. But
I could definitely see that, bro. I feel like when I talked about this on my TikTok, because that's partially where we got the idea for this episode for, but like it's kindness. I've started to realize, because I work right now I'm working full time for like the rest of this month until I start school next year, 2024. But I work in the service industry, basically in a cafe, and I'm the dining attendant, which I think I talked about it in the first podcast when we were like talking about the first episode. We're talking about like where we are, what we're doing right now. But basically, I'm a service person. I make sure to clean up the tables. I make sure to pick up people's plates when they're done. Some people are kinder than others. Some people are dealing with their own life, so they're not thinking about you. And my manager brought up a really good point. Like, the service industry is a very honorable job. Like, it takes a lot of dignity to do something like that. And it got me thinking, like, kindness is an act of service, because whenever I do go to work, and I've had really good days and I've had really bad days and in the middle days, but whenever I do go to work and I say I put my best foot forward, then I'm gonna see more of the good in people than I'd see like, oh, this person doesn't care, or this person's being disrespectful, or this person could have been kinder, been more respectful, or whatever, you know. And I feel like whenever I've had those bad days and I go and like it's usually when I don't sleep well, bro. Sleep is a big part. Y'all get your sleep, bro.
Not heavy on that.
But like, as soon as I don't get my sleep right, haven't eaten right or whatever, or maybe it's just a bad day, maybe it's just something happened, then I go in like, fuck everybody. You know, I'm like, you know, people's not gonna be kind to me. I'm just a person that they look down on, whatever. And you know, when you come in with that energy, it's gonna end up affecting your work, affecting how you view people, your perception of the world in general. You know, even when I'm on the train, on the bus, I was like, oh, that person cut me off. What the fuck is wrong with them? You know, stuff like that. So like it makes it hard, bro.
Short fuse.
Yeah, bro, it makes it hard. So it all comes down to your consciousness, your human condition. Like how much you taking care of yourself on the inside.
Bro, energy is so real, because there's days where I'll just look at somebody and like I'll just be annoyed, or like they'll piss me off, and it's like it's truly a chore. I'm so sorry. That just threw me off. It was a chair just got pulled out. That's what that noise was. But anywho, let me come back. It's very difficult at times to be kind, because it's not the innate reaction sometimes. It's easy when your first reaction is, okay, I'm going to be kind. But when it's like, oh, like, I just want to slap you, or like just disrespect you, like, and it sucks that that's like a real feeling, but there'll be times I'm like,
you're a human being. I feel like it's just that's where it starts, judging yourself. You know, once you're like, oh, it sucks that I'm having this emotion.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm a bad person, or oh, why am I feeling these emotions? Then you're gonna be mad at yourself. You're gonna be putting yourself down. It's gonna be much easier to be like, fuck everything. Now I'm gonna be a dickhead to whoever's looking at me wrong, or I'm gonna cut that person off or be disrespectful to that person for whatever it is. I feel like that's why it does start with
And it's always, I don't know about for you guys, but at least in my experience, it's never the person that pissed you off. It's always that next person. Because if anyone that's like at least has some type of ideal of like self-control or anything, like you know how to generally get yourself out of a situation where somebody pissed you off. Like generally you get out of that. But that next person that pulls up and does anything, it's quiet for them.
Yeah, it's like they get the.
That's what is tough when you're like in a job like food
bro.
or retail, because someone could really piss you off. There's no regrouping. You're on to the next person.
Oh,
the next
do
person
nothing,
pisses
bro.
you off too.
And it's like
you might be up for them just
short
because
fuse,
like
you
might have just got the brunt of the last person, you know what I mean?
OD, yo.
Or like your manager just yelled at you in the back for 5 minutes. You get out there and be like, yo, I told you to get this shoe. Like, yo, what did you say?
I just be like, and there's times I really just gotta sit there and be like, you don't know what's going on in everybody else's life.
I remind myself that all the time while I'm working, bro.
You can't, literally, because there's times like, and I notice this too. This is why, like, at least when I go out, at least I try to make sure to tip and things like that, because
most of the time,
say I get really bad service, right? Maybe that waiter's like mom just died, or like their boyfriend or girlfriend just broke up with them. Like they might have just been having a really crappy day.
That's true.
And it's like, why am I gonna take away your living or like take away your dinner tonight because you're having a bad day? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't think like that. You gotta kind of try to see the good in people, and that's also kind of a difficult thing. But when you see the good in people, it's easier to be kind to them, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Also, I feel like another thing is like people, and we're people, bro, but people are very, very focused on their own lives. As much as they might want to be like, oh, I'm, open, I think about everybody else. Like, maybe you try to, and that's a good thing. But like, it's normal and natural for our survival instincts to be very acutely focused on what we're doing, how we're taking care of ourselves, how we're doing, Right. So that's why a lot of the times, whenever you might be having a bad day yourself, you look at somebody else and how they're acting, and you'd be like, yeah, that person just seems so selfish. Like they could have really been more respectful, or they could have thought about me more. Most likely, they're not thinking about you, and they might. It's 90% of the time, it's not going to be out of malice. It's just that you're not in their mind. They don't think about you. My manager's a GOAT. Shout out Matthew, man. But like, he put into perspective where he was like, these people. It's not that they don't care about you, they don't like you, or they like you. They don't see you, and that's not to say it's a bad thing or it's in a bad way, but like. With how they're going through their lives, they come in, they're doing what they do, and they know that you have a job to pick up some stuff. And some people are gonna extend that hand and be like, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate you," whatever, And maybe somebody will be like courteous and try and pick up their stuff, pick up after themselves. But for the most part, people don't really see you because they're just, they're thinking about whatever they're doing. Maybe they're working on something. Maybe they're about to go to their next class. Maybe they're stressed about a test, whatever it is.
That reminds me of something that we were kind of talking about in the first episode.
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of men go through that too, where it's like, I know we were talking about how like when men is dealing with shit, we kind of internalize it and try to. So like when we're dealing with shit, we're kind of like. Kind of have tunnel vision. Yeah. Where it's like we just gotta get through this, get this shit done. And sometimes we neglect like others around us. So it's like we're not doing it on purpose.
I used to do that in high school all the time.
I'm just trying to get this sorted out. So everything good. What I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say to piggyback off that. I don't know if y'all know the song Tom's Diner.
Yeah, this nigga's in high school. What? My bad. My bad, bro. I had to no, that reminded me of English class. No, that reminded me of English class. He said, when you talk about a book in English class, you're like, yo, to piggyback off of Marcus's earlier statement, I thought the author was very, very profound.
Just kind of bring it all together,
That's like when you haven't participated in all class and you gotta say something.
To tack on to that earlier statement that Justis made.
Said, I agree.
It's like, guys, everybody in the class has to talk. So what Nick was saying earlier, I thought that was a great point, and I want to circle back on that point and say it was profound and it was very multifaceted.
Bro, I think we should think about that.
Yeah, we should think about that more.
You're circling back, you're piggybacking, you're playing devil's advocate. Those are the big three.
No, there's always somebody in class that want to play devil's advocate.
At a certain point, you're the devil. Like you're not playing devil's advocate. You're the devil and you're in disguise. And that's what's happening. No, but yeah, Tom's Diner is this song. It went viral like recently, but it's like an old song.
Can you hum it real quick? I don't know it. I'm just curious.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner.
Oh yeah, okay,
on the
okay. I know
corner.
that song.
I am waiting. Basically, the song is about kind of feeling like you're not being seen. Basically, like she's talking about she's sitting in the diner and like the guy at the guy that's pouring her coffee, he only pours it halfway because he sees somebody he knows. And he's like, oh hey, da da da, and then like she just gets forgotten about like throughout the whole. She's just sitting with the newspaper by herself with a half cup of coffee, like, and it's just like the perspective of, you know, not to say that a homie was like rude or anything, but he just wasn't thinking about her. Like she's just a person. We're all just people in this car.
What we were talking about,
around, you know. But I think it comes down to seeing, to your point, the humanity in people, like, and making the conscious effort to think about people that make it, again, easier to be kind. Like, if I'm not thinking about you, it's really easy to kind of blow you off or do you dirty or whatever. But if I'm like, oh wait, this is a person, we are all people. Like, really internalize the fact that everybody has a heart, just like the rest of us. Everybody goes through stuff just like the rest of us. You can kind of open up and be, I don't know, just be better. You know what I mean? Be kinder to people. Be able to work through certain things.
Yeah, it's the whole idea of Sonder. It's like, you know, every single human being. Sonder is a phrase. Is I'm gonna paraphrase what it actually means, and Justis can look it up.
I thought you were talking about Brent.
But no. That's how I found out. That's how I knew about it, the word. But like Sonder is basically like
That's what I thought you were talking about too.
every single human being that you see and interact with has their own individual, intricate lives that's just as complex as yours. Like everybody is the main character in their own story, and that's a big thing. I always try to remind myself that, like, when I'm on the train, like I like to like people watch or people observe. Like while I'm sitting down, maybe reading my book, I like look around maybe at like families, like a mother and her son, or like a couple or something like that. You know, just to remind myself like, those people are going through the same type of emotions, you know, maybe different course of life than I'm going through, but like they're human beings, they're living. Like, this is crazy to me.
Do you get up?
Sonder
Do I what?
is.
I was gonna ask if you got up, like if you got up on the train when you see somebody like pregnant or something like that.
Well, not when it doesn't have to be pregnant. When I see like an older lady or something like that,
you get up.
Usually like an older lady or an older person, or just like a lady in general who's like, you know, reminds me of my mom or my auntie. I get up, yeah.
Okay.
I try to be like, would you like my seat? Sometimes they'll be like, sure, thank you. Or like, sometimes to seal the deal, because some people will be like, I'm good, you know, like I'm okay. I'd be like, I'm getting off at the next stop. You can have my seat. Just take it. You know, they'll take it, you know? If it's somebody my age, fat chance.
That's crazy. Sonder is the realization the realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex as your own.
Bars.
I did paraphrase. Type shit.
Nah, you was spitting. Wait, so to go back to the other point of
I'm him?
no, when you was talking about, I guess how like we don't see, like that, when I think about people, right?
Yo, bro, tuck that into your pocket before it falls out again, bro.
Whoa. Wait, what are you tucking into your pocket?
Talking about money, guys. I'm talking about money,
that
guys.
was crazy. You can't do that, bro. Nah, I'm uncomfortable.
Tuck that into your pocket.
All right, young man. Relax. All right, buddy. We're in a public place. All right.
I think it's you that needs to relax. You heard him. Tuck it.
You heard him is crazy. Nah. You heard him is insane.
Shut up, bro. Shut up.
No, but
Bro, I mean, I'm sweating, bro. Now I'm sweating because I've been laughing.
Why you sweating,
Bro, all right, see, now he knew he was gonna do that, bro. Now he's dragging it. Now he's what am I dragging it.
What am I dragging? What's getting dragged?
Get your mind out of the gutter.
I put it back in my pocket.
All right, let's regroup. Let's regroup. We're grown men. Let's regroup. We're grown men. God damn, man, you can't say shit.
You was wild.
See, all right, the first one, I'll admit, I was wild. But after that, after the first one, you started to drag it.
But you got to be on
opening.
You got to be on your best behavior.
Opening, and he started dragging.
No, because you got to be on your best behavior after that.
I gotta be on shit.
You got to be on your best behavior.
I don't gotta be on shit. Who is he to tell me I gotta be on my best behavior? You my mother?
I'm the pause police.
You my mother? Nigga called himself the pause police.
I'm the pause police.
It's gotta be crazy, bro. That's crazy. Designating yourself something like that.
He's the suspect sergeant.
The suspect sergeant is crazy.
Is that homophobic, chat?
Nah, I don't think
Chess.
Oh no, he said
That was nasty. That was nasty.
Type shit. I'm gonna start.
First of all, no.
I'm gonna start live streaming soon, y'all.
It's definitely not homophobic.
Oh, shit.
We love all
This
people.
weekend, I'm gonna try and start live streaming this weekend. Oh my god, yeah.
But to go
Niggas
back
do that
to
shit on their phones, right? Sorry to interrupt you, but like niggas do that shit on their phones,
stream,
right? Yeah.
I presume.
Niggas doing TikTok now too.
I'm not a streamer,
How
but
do
you
you
know,
stream on TikTok?
live. You go live and then you do it just
Oh.
forever. You know, there's people that sleep on live.
Yeah, I had a friend that did that and got like 100K off that.
There you go. Tap in with that. That's what they want to see.
I'm gonna go on live right after this. Tell a story about a shorty.
Ooh.
Tell the story now.
Wait, yeah, what?
Let's hear about it.
What's the story about the shorty?
Who's the shorty?
No, you remember the one that
What's-
I told you
what's
about
her
Okay, let's calm down.
What's her name?
No. Let's calm down. This man gonna write it down.
We have those
Yeah, FBI.
Yeah.
No. I was just circling back because you know the universe sometimes has a funny way of bringing stuff back that you thought was already finished and done. But it was just like, shout out the universe. It kind of confirmed some shit. But like, you remember the shorty that I told you about that I met on TikTok? Did I tell y'all about that?
Yeah.
She had like similar content to me. We got a
remember.
friend, whatever. And then she had like weirdly like stopped talking to me and then ghosted me a little bit after some time.
Yeah.
My TikTok just pulled her page back up like alive, speaking of lives, you know, and I was like, this is random. And so
Yeah.
curiosity killed the cat, right? My mom used to call me Curious George when I was a kid because I'm a curious kid, right?
I know where you were going, bro.
Bro, this Uncle Ruckus ass
I knew where
nigga,
you
bro.
were going,
You
bro.
see, you
Stop.
see how me and Justice,
Stop,
y'all
bro.
can't see Justice's face, but me and Justice are very, very mature, very composed right now.
I didn't
You see this
say
fucking clown over
I
here,
knew where you
bro.
were
I
going,
didn't
bro.
say anything.
I'm gonna just say this, bro. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
say this,
yeah.
bro. As long as I've known Nick, bro.
Yeah. He loves doing that shit,
No,
huh?
bro, because there's so many situations where like certain shit happens, and I just can't look at this nigga.
No, I don't.
If I look at him, we both gonna start
Bro,
laughing.
I think now I'm starting to remember you in middle school, bro, because
Nah,
you was
'cause
just like this.
There's been
Just
a couple situations where like
He's crying.
Nah, cause listen, there's been a couple situations where shit's been deadly serious, and I look at Nick. And we just start, we try our hardest to not laugh, bro.
Nah,
Ah,
because
damn.
sometimes niggas don't understand how they
Hey,
really
man,
just
can I
speak
finish
jokes.
can I finish the gist of my story? bro?
I'm
forgetting-
my fault, Curious George.
God damn. You see, and my mom said that fondly with love. Now you gonna just trash that, bro? We're gonna fight after this. We're going to the parking lot. We're fighting after this.
I also said it
Basically.
fondly with
Yeah,
love.
basically, we're gonna fight. Yeah, because there was no context to that, man. You know, we're gonna fight after this.
Hold on, wait.
No, there's a reason that he only watched Boondocks and watched no other cartoons. We talked about that, right? His favorite character was Uncle Ruckus.
Wait.
Shut up. I'm
I'm gonna
talking.
pull up next
No,
episode as the
hey,
man in the yellow
yeah.
hat.
Yo, somebody come get this guy, bro. Okay, so basically, Justice, I'm talking to you, bro. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to this clown over here. Basically, what I was saying was, the universe has a funny way of circling back because I'm on my shit yesterday and I'm like, curiosity killed the cat, right? I click on the page because I'm like, let me see how she's doing, you know? Let me check in because I really did have, I had love for that girl, you know? I had respect, you know?
Damn.
Yeah. And it was like, context-wise, it was long distance. So like, there was no, maybe it was on me, my naivete at the time. I got too close, whatever. FaceTime is a deadly weapon. But it'll make you think that you know somebody. But I go on a page and I'm like, oh, she's in a relationship. And I'm like, but at the time she told me she wasn't seeing nobody, you know? And that was like in August, summer, end of August, you know,
Okay.
the beginning of fall. And I find out, I look at the name. It was the nigga that she had got cheated on by.
Oh, so he cheated on her? They broke up and got back together?
Yeah, and when she ghosted me, that's when she was like, oh, it's up for this nigga. I gotta go back to, yeah. I put two and two together. I texted my bro. I was like, bro, remember the girl we talked about when you was staying over at my crib this summer? Guess what I found out? We were right. And he was like, nigga.
So
It was like it's everybody needs to learn somehow.
I was gonna say, so
wish
what
it
did you
didn't happen
learn
to
from
you.
that experience?
I learned, bro, first of all, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And second of all, don't be
It's a
so
very important
naive,
lesson.
bro. Don't be so naive, bro. Cause it's like, and it's not, I don't like when people generalize, like take a situation, especially guys, they take a situation with a girl and be like, yeah, this is why women, you can't shut. That's not it. It's just as a person, you know, have a little bit more self-worth, a little bit more self-trust, self-respect. You know, when it's time to pull back, and maybe don't just don't expect the world from somebody. If I could bring stoicism into this, it's like nobody's obligated to you. Nobody's obligated to do anything that you think that they should do. You know, act a certain way that you act, even if they put up a front like they are or whatever. You know, it's like sometimes you got to go through that, and I had to go through it, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's great because it helped me grow as a person, and like. My friend was like, bro, low key, think about it like you dodged a bullet. You got to learn a lesson scot-free. Like you don't have no personal, like intimate physical contact with that person, like
It would've
no
been worse.
romantic contact.
It
So it was
would've been
good.
worse.
Yeah, it was good that it was just over the phone. Cause nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Shawty's know how to put a spell on a nigga, bro.
Had you fucked up.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
She used one of the pictures she sent me. I can't even say the details because then this nigga's gonna know who it was. But she used one of the pictures she sent me on the TikTok. Yeah, I'm gonna send it on the TikTok, bro. Like
That's
a picture,
crazy.
like a friend, like a friend. Yeah,
okay.
This nigga on a dirty.
That's what I thought.
Never mind.
When he said send in the chat, I was like, I don't know if I want that picture, yo. I don't want that picture.
It was a picture with like a little like cute thing that we did for each other that she posted on the TikTok, and I was like, you're va.
I feel like
You're va.
the thing is, and I don't want to sound like an old head, and I'm gonna sound like an old head a lot.
Nah,
of
go
this
ahead, drop
podcast.
the knowledge, OG.
But like, back in like 2 or 3 years, you're gonna really think about hella FaceTime.
My bad.
That was crazy. All right, I'll put you there.
Okay.
Yo, what are we doing,
That
bro?
was crazy.
What are we
That
doing?
was crazy.
What are we doing, bro? Is it hot? Come on, bro.
I can't do
we
shit,
grown men, bro.
bro.
Sip that
I
tea,
can't
bro.
do shit,
You
bro.
gotta-
Nah,
Come on, bro. Bro, trying to huff and puff and blow his house down and shit.
I wasn't huffing and puffing.
Come on, bro. What he do? Whoa.
He started stripping out. What the fuck?
What is he doing? Nah. He wild, yeah. He wild. I can't.
I see the tea.
I can't. But
Dripped
nah.
out
But
like this bum ass nigga.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Nah, my bad, bro. I'm just being insecure right now.
It happens. We all be there. You should have seen me earlier. Target ass niggas. Anyways, but no.
I know.
No, we're not gonna go there. Justice,
Because I know
Justice.
Target's where you got that
Yeah.
fucking Black Panther tea that you had the other day.
That tea was clean. I don't care.
It was from Target. I know.
T'Challa.
I
It
see
was
clean.
I know.
It was clean.
It was
Justice,
alright.
let's keep it right
It
here
was
because
alright.
I'm gonna get real shiesty. Let's keep it right.
Shiesty is
Yeah, I'm gonna
crazy.
get real shiesty.
Continue what you were saying.
Oh God. Oh God.
Well, I was talking about, in 2 or 3 years, you're gonna realize a lot of those FaceTime relationships are like,
Nothing.
yeah, like I was thinking about like last week, there was this John that I literally talked to every day for probably like 3 to 4 months, just on FaceTime every day. We hung out a couple times, but like
That's the amount of
every
time
day.
that I talked to Shorty.
But mind you, and then one day we just stopped talking and like unfollowed each other, like just stopped talking. I don't even know
Who
exactly what
unfollowed
happened.
first?
I don't even, it's been that long, I don't even remember. I think she might have got a man and then like it went that way.
I see.
I think that's what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
But truthfully, I don't even remember. But like the other day I was like, damn, like I wonder how she's doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not in like, oh, I'm about to hit you up, but just in
No,
like
just like how is this human being doing?
yeah, because that was
shit.
my dog. Like we
Yeah.
really had some dope experience, and she helped me with a lot of shit that was going on that I needed. You feel me? Like I had to grow up a little bit, and she
Yeah.
like helped me grow up a little bit. And so it's like you'll realize that all of these people that you meet and all like people are in your life for seasons, and you kind of in the moment when you don't have them, you might take it for granted, but in time you'll realize, yo, this part of my life was dope, and you added to it, regardless of if you're still here now or regardless of how it ended. You learn something from everybody you meet, from everyone you come across, from every experience that you have. So take that with you.
That's
You feel me?
facts.
Take that part. You know, don't worry about, okay, she got a man, that's cool. But whatever happened there, you learned something from it. You know what I'm saying? She brought something into your life.
I think it's just heavy on don't keep your eggs in one basket just because I'm not condoning cheating, right? Obviously, black men don't cheat.
Of
That's
course
just a
not.
scientific-
Never have, never
that's-
will.
It's a scientific fact.
That's
It's
why you're
Never
Puerto
have, never
Rican.
will.
It's in the Bible. I'm half black.
Puerto Ricans are black. You know that, right?
All of them?
Yep.
But yeah, like 90% of them, bro. Like,
Not all of them.
not all of them, but like
Not all of them.
a large majority of them are black. Yes.
I don't know those percentages, but I'll concede to you. You seem like
Maybe
you know.
I'm just biased because I live in New Jersey and there's a lot of like
You're
black
sa-
Puerto Ricans here.
You're
but
saying it like you know that that's a fact, so I'm gonna concede that because I
Okay.
don't know.
But
it's an opinion.
My point is, it, like if you're talking to somebody, right? and,
Uh-huh.
Like it is a situation where it's just like FaceTime. You know,
Yeah.
don't go all out like, oh, I'm not talking to nobody else. Because even
I
if you
definitely
feel-
didn't do that,
Yeah, because even
and I made that known.
well, it sounded like you felt like
Well, that's how I felt. I was like, if we were to be in the same place, what I told her is if we was to be in the same place,
okay,
I would cuff it up.
But you were still.
But I told her like, I'm definitely, you're the main one, but I'm definitely, still
okay.
talking, whatever,
See,
and I'm
that's
okay
good,
with
that's
you
good.
or just tell me.
That's
and
good
we're chill.
because I was gonna say
Yeah,
the other
of
side.
course. Of
You
course.
know, you might not even be the main one on the other side. You don't know.
Yeah, just let me
what I
know. I don't care. Just
Well,
let me know.
a lot of times they're not gonna let you know.
Type shit.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Like
They're gonna
they
make
might
you
not
feel like you
just
is.
divulge
Yeah.
that information.
Also,
Dude.
they want that attention for real. They want the attention to make you feel like you are, so they can,
Real
whoever
talk.
it is, people like that.
Real talk, and this is some shit that I had to put some niggas on to, and I had to realize in my own life, just growing.
Yeah.
You, in order to get people, like men and women, but specifically we're talking in the context of relationships, in order to get that honesty, you gotta be able to accept it when it comes. Because like, there's a lot of niggas that'll be like, yeah, I wanna be on whatever, I'm talking to whoever, but shorty say they talking to other dudes, and now you crash out.
Yeah.
So now she don't want to tell you.
You're not
She's
standing on business, basically.
She's not going to tell you the real because you can't handle the real because you're going to crash out, right?
Yeah.
You got to be able to say, okay, look, thank you for letting me know. And I had to learn this. I was right there with the niggas that was crashing out. But at a certain point, you got to realize.
Now you really put me onto the phrase "crash out," bro.
Yeah, bro, that's a fact, bro. I just crashed out on some shit. But I learned, at the same time, I can't tell you that I want you to be honest with me and transparent and let me know what's going on. But then it's not a safe space when you let me know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because when I let whoever know what's going on, that's a safe space, right? I'm supposed to be able to tell you that, and you're supposed to be able to, you know what I'm saying, accept it, and we go with how we go forward. I got to give you that same respect you give me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of got to be the lesson. Niggas like, yo, you got to be able to take that on the chin, though, if that's what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Be able to take that honesty for real.
Long distance is tough in general, though. We talked about how, the FaceTime relationships don't usually last.
No.
If it's long distance, that's definite. Because there's no, at least with the FaceTime relationship, it's like, oh, when are we going to link? Eventually, it gets to that conversation. There is no combo with that. It's kind of like a what if we link. You know what I mean? So,
what if we link is crazy. I mean, long distance, I've been in a long distance relationship, and it was kind of a vibe.
How long was the distance?
All right. like an hour and a half.
That's not no damn long
But
distance.
it was high school.
Bro, no.
But it's high school.
Okay.
An hour and a half is in high school is like 10 hours. But yeah, so I've done long distance before, and it was like an hour and a half, but in high school that's a long time. And it worked because we were just still able to have those conversations and be honest with each other. Mm-hmm. And at the point where it didn't work, where I was like, okay, I need to explore some things, you probably need to explore some things, we had that conversation, and then we stopped. And now we're still cool to this day. That's still the homie. I could call her right now, hey, how's everything? You good?
And that happened for me, bro. Shit.
Bro,
even my first ex, it was long distance too, my first one.
But you gotta, now, the thing is, though.
It wasn't my fault.
Here's the thing, though, Yoki.
All right.
You have to make the decision of if you love the person or if you loved the role the person played in your life. Because those are two different things.
I was in love.
With...
Shorty met my mom.
Okay. In love with her?
Who else?
Or in love with your girlfriend?
No, I was in love with her.
Okay. So...
Ex.
So,
her.
Right. So can you talk to her as your homie?
Yeah, if she had given me the chance, yeah, I could have. But she just cut me off.
It'd be like that, man.
I heard she started acting weird anyway, though. She was a year below me, and I had gone off to college. Yeah. Then she started to resent me for some reason, not for some reason. It was because I couldn't spend as much time talking to her, and so she just started to have these ideas that sometimes people do. It's like, oh, he's cheating, or he's doing this, or he doesn't care anymore. So I was like, yeah.
I mean, then
funny enough, I consulted my mom after the breakup, and I was like, whoa. I was on the phone crying, bro. Shout out the Dukes, bro. Yeah. One thing you gotta know, bro. Your mom always gonna be there.
That's a fact, man. That's hard, and that's one of the things is you gotta just kind of charge it to the game,
type shit.
You feel me? She was in your life for a season, and the season she was in, you clearly grew. You know what I'm saying? Things happened, and now that's just what it is. It's great when you can still have that relationship, but it also can be difficult, especially when you have those types of feelings. It took a little while for me to text my friend now, my ex, and not say hey babe, how are you? You feel me? You got to set those boundaries because it's okay, she may be in some new shit now and things like that.
Type
bro,
shit.
This happened this was earlier this year, bro. Mm-hmm. I ran into my ex from a while ago, and I was just damn, how did I ever date you? And personality wise, just hearing her talk, and I'm just I was a different person, bro. I was so much younger, bro. I've grown up so much.
How many years back was it? What was it? the gap in time between when you dated and when you saw her again?
It was like 2018.
Okay, yeah, that's a
2019-ish.
grip, bro.
That's
a
long
long time.
And you seen
That's
it
before I
when
was a
this
comm
past
student,
year?
bro.
Wow.
'Cause I was a business student.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was wild. What'd you say?
When you see her again though?
It was like earlier this year.
Okay, yeah, that's a minute.
That happens to me a lot. Like, more so, not with people.
But that's like half a decade, bro.
Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah.
A
Come
lot?
on.
This happens a lot
Nah,
to you?
Justice
Yeah,
did
you're
some
incriminating
bullshit.
yourself, bro.
Justice just did some.
nigga incriminating
Justice
himself,
just did
bro.
some BS, and I don't like that.
I didn't do nothing, bro.
Yeah, I can't see him,
I ain't do
but he just
nothing.
did some BS. But
You said a lot. You said a lot.
No.
Like what? Once a week?
Emphasis?
no, what happens to me a lot is, and it's usually with somebody I like talk to, not really dated. Usually, if I dated you, I can still stand on that afterwards. But to talk to, it'd be like, you run into somebody, it's like, wow, like, what was I gave you so much time for what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's when you gotta realize, that's when it goes back to like the thought process of, okay, you added something to my life at that point. You can't add anything to my life now, but at some point you did. So I just gotta charge it to the game, dap you up, and it's like, but it's
Tap you up.
on G, like, I'm gonna dap you up. I'm gonna always show love. One thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna be out here bashing exes and bashing old. Like, that's goofy to me. Like,
That only reflects badly on you. I think.
yeah, like I cared about you at one
Yeah.
point. I'm gonna stand on that. That's just goofy to me. I will share experiences because that's life. Like, it's part of my
Be
experience.
honest about the experience.
Yeah,
Sure.
but I'm not gonna say, oh, she this was that. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be like, oh, we had a time. We had a time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Gee, usually I'm with you. There was this one situation that really pissed me off, and I think you'll understand why. I ran into this shawty. We had like a little entanglement, and I'm cool with her
Nigga
now.
using Jada
I'm cool with
language.
her now. Like, we were cool.
Yeah.
I don't like talk to her often, but we're cool.
Right.
And I ran into her and her new man.
Mhm.
It was her and her man, but she was wearing like one of my old shirts. And I think that's so
That's-
greasy.
That's grimy
That's
work,
insane.
bro. That's so grimy, bro.
It's insane.
And he didn't even know it.
He had.
He didn't even know it, bro.
I bet he didn't know. I
She
bet
might
he
have said
didn't.
that's her brothers or something.
Probably something like
That's
that.
rough. But why
It's
didn't you
just
get
so-
it back?
Honestly, it didn't fit me.
At that point, you should have got it back though. That if you don't want it, if you didn't want her to wear it,
Okay, I mean, true. I
you didn't want her to wear it.
I just thought it was crazy.
There's a hoodie. There's a
I thought it
hoodie
was
that I
crazy.
want back that I'm never gonna get back.
I don't, bro. I try to get my stuff back. They be like, nah.
I'm never
Yeah.
giving the hoodie
You
away
good.
again, bro.
Yeah. it's
One
for
shorty,
real.
I was like, yo, can you money back? She was like, nah, like I still want it. I was like, how you want my hoodie, but I'm blocked? She said, your hoodie's not blocked. I said, wow.
That's
All right,
crazy.
bro.
That's
you got
crazy.
it. You got it, gang.
These women are ruthless.
But at the end of the day, I gotta charge to the game. Like, you got it. Like,
You should have gave her that. You should have gave her a hoodie you ain't want no
Type-
more.
Type
Type
shit.
B.
Type shit.
and I mean,
Nah,
it's
but
still love.
sometimes girls know what they do. They be, nah, I want that one. I want that
Oh,
essential.
And when,
stuff.
and,
nah,
when, and when you're locked in emotionally, you be like, you can have it.
No, no, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. One thing I'm not gonna do is you're not gonna get nothing that I really like. There's this one hoodie I have, and it's like it's Gate to the Garden. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's got like a big rose on it. It's a real pretty hoodie. And
Yeah.
it's like nobody touching it.
Yeah.
So shorties be like, oh, like, can I put that on? Nah, you can't even put that on in the crib that I'm at. Like, you're
Yeah.
not even going.
I can respect those
play
boundaries,
that,
bro. I
You
can
feel me?
respect those boundaries.
Because I already know you're gonna try to sneak off with it. And like this one John decided to, she needed a hoodie, so I gave her the hoodie, and she posted on Snap with the hoodie, talking about, yeah, Nick, you're not getting this back. Drop my name and everything.
Crazy.
I said,
You got to cut it off right there. Yeah, you got to cut it off
No,
right there.
no.
Crazy
No. The wildest part is it was already cut off. Like, it was done. It was done.
So she was being extra, is what it sounds
It was, and I was like, what? Like, come on, bro. Like, because we was cool. But I'm like, why are you doing that? Because now you making it. Now I'm getting hit ups.
So basically, when people take your hoodies and you think back on it, it's hard to be kind, guys.
Again,
It's hard to stay kind when things like this happen.
but you gotta give it up.
Yeah.
You gotta charge it. The moral of the story for me is always just charge it to the game, yo.
Yeah.
Charge it to the game. Keep it pushing. And as I understand that those experiences, the hoodies, the everything was there for a reason, and if it's not there, you know, you grew without it. You grew with it and grew without it.
Yeah. And on the topic of like not bashing exes or like situationships after you had them, I think the quote, it's from this manga that I'm picking back up again, but it's a very, very profound, like, everybody knows this manga if you're into manga. It's called Vagabond. And it's about, Miyamoto Musashi. I definitely brought this up before.
Every time
but
you say that, Cause
Miyamoto Musashi, the greatest
no.
swordsman of all time.
When you say vagabond, cause I'm Haitian, half, and that's like a little disrespect in Creole.
Oh.
So every time you say that, I'd be like,
Yeah.
my head perk up, and then I'm like, nah, hold on, let me not. That's not what he means. That's not what he means. Look it up. Look up vagabond.
You call me
Creole.
what?
Look it up.
You call me vagabond? You call me
That was
vagabond?
crazy.
Get a load of this guy. Look it to you.
But yeah, basically, while Miyamoto is going through his journey, he meets this monk named Takuan, and he tells him, Miyamoto, it seems like you've become stronger since the last time I saw you. You're smiling a lot more. And you know, all truly strong people are kind, you know? It's like, because to be kind is to do acts of service with not expecting anything back. And it takes a lot of strength, not physical strength or anything like that, but a lot of mental fortitude to be like, I'm going to be this way, and I'm going to be this way for myself. And hopefully, you know, it rubs off on other people, but I'm not expecting anything back from anybody. I'm doing this because it's going to enrich my soul, enrich my energy, and I'll be giving out good energy. And, you know, maybe it'll help somebody too. You know, maybe you're just trying to lighten up somebody's day. You're just trying to be the person that you know God intended you to be, or Allah, or whoever it is you think put you on this earth. But like, kindness is really, really hard, man. And so it's something that you shouldn't beat yourself up for if you're having a hard time doing it. You know, whether it's in school, in the workplace, like just in regular life, like public spaces, like it's hard, man. So you got to just take your time with it.
So I had to go to a Haitian Creole website,
Let me see.
and it says a vagabond or vagabond
Vagabond.
means a bad boy, rascal, hoodlum,
Oh my
jokester, punk, or a troublemaker.
Nicholas, you have dread? You have dread, Nicholas?
Don't do
You
that.
vagabond.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, no.
You put in dreadlock and you gonna be in gang?
I'm barely a Haitian.
My bad, I be
man,
watching too
but
much
you know.
Curvo. You know them niggas, Curvo and what's their name? But them niggas funny, bro.
Shout out to all
Yeah.
my Haitian niggas. Ça passe.
Yeah, suck my say.
Nah, boy.
Nah,
Po,
type shit,
po.
bro.
Nah, but let me give you respect for that.
Shout out my
I'm like,
Haitian niggas.
I'm barely Haitian. I don't,
You know, you can't jack that.
You're
bro.
half Haitian, half Jamaican, right?
yeah, but I don't speak Creole like that. So that's, but I know that because
Speaking in patois?
you gotta know.
I need to take you to Mobay, bro.
If I'll speak English
Yeah.
regular, bad, but I can understand what's going on.
Okay, so
for
you
me.
can understand if a nigga's like wilding out, you be like, yeah, nah, I know what he's saying. I might not be able to
Not on the phone. In person,
replicate
yeah.
it. In
but not on
person,
the
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
I can't. On the phone, I don't even know what's going on.
type shit.
Because it's just
You
there's
can't see
something
all the
with that-
mannerisms,
Yeah,
you
there's
know,
something with
with
that
that.
barrier when you get a phone call. Even Spanish, like I could, if a nigga talking to me in Spanish, we could talk in person. But over the phone, I can't understand.
You
none
speak
of
Spanish?
that. Yeah,
Okay, bilingual king. Okay.
mostly. Nah,
No, that year was strong.
Just-
That year was strong.
nah, because I'm gonna say this one story before we head out. I was in DR, and I was talking to this dude. We at the resort. I'm talking to this dude in Spanish. We talking for like 15, 20 minutes. We just going back and forth in Spanish.
Yeah.
My man's come downstairs and he started talking to me in English. So I'm talking to my boy in English. And bro was like, yo, you speak English? I'm like, yeah, I'm from America. He like, yo, me too. I'm like, yo, I'm from Jersey. He like, yo, I'm from Baltimore. We like, yeah. But mind you, we just assumed that
funny
we
as
both was
fuck.
because he
Nigga,
opened up with
you thought
Spanish.
you was Hispanic?
Yeah, so I responded with Spanish. So because that's what we
yo.
doing. I'm assuming that we
That's
doing it.
fucking
But
funny.
mind you, we
bro.
both
Funny
spoke
as hell.
English. So it was just
That's
mad
like-
funny.
That's
you know what that
funny as
reminds
hell.
me of? This mad random. Maybe not obscure, but it's mad random. It's like you know, Karate Kid with Jaden Smith
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Jackie Chan. It was when he was on the plane on the way to China with his mom, and he was trying to like practice his Chinese, and he said like,
Mandarin. Practices Mandarin.
"Okay, thank you." Practice his
I
Mandarin.
want to get canceled.
Is that
Chinese
canceled no more?
Chinese is not a language.
It's not.
No, it's Mandarin, and it's
Mandarin Chinese?
Cantonese. It's Mandarin and it's
Oh, Mandarin
Cantonese.
and Cantonese. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for enlightening
I got
me,
you.
bro.
I
But,
got you. I
yeah,
got you.
practicing his
We love
Mandarin.
our Chinese.
Okay. You can calm down now. Practicing his Mandarin/Cantonese, and he saw this Chinese guy next to him, and he started like mouthing some badly worded Mandarin or Cantonese, and he's like, and the guy looked at him, he's like, "Bro, I'm from Detroit," and it was just funny. That just reminded me of.
Oh,
it
dude, I
reminded
do
me of
remember that, bro.
That's funny as hell.
Gotta love it, bro. Gotta love it. But
Do you really remember that? Or are you just saying that? Because people really do say.
He's trying to
people-
wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you, bro.
No, no.
Anyway, let's get the fuck
I
out of
felt
here.
that was hollow as shit.
Anyway,
he was like,
fuck this nigga talking about.
oh shit.
He's like, yo, facts, yeah.
He was like, oh shit, yo, no, I remember that. That was on the 5th of July
He's like, yeah.
in August, right?
He's like, segue from that,
Facts.
what
Okay,
that
okay.
bitch ass nigga
Yeah,
just
no,
said.
so
move on.
fuck all that bullshit.
Nah,
All right,
when
so
niggas be like, yeah, that's facts, bro. Nah,
like,
that's
niggas-
crazy.
Niggas will reference a song. I'd be like, yeah, you know when Tupac said this, bro, I remember that. But yeah, so we having that Chick-fil-A, bro.
It's like when that nigga be telling jokes that don't make sense, and they be like, "Yeah, I get it," and the nigga be like, "Explain it."
Yeah, we like, why you do that, bro? Why you do that?
Now I can't.
But nah, I do remember that though. I seen Karate Kid a minute ago. I haven't seen it in a while, but that nigga was
The first one or the Jaden Smith one?
I mean, I've seen them all.
Okay.
But
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This might be controversial, but I don't fucking like those first ones with Mr. Miyagi. I don't care about them. I don't think they're good. I think they have some nostalgic value
man.
and
Come
like
on, man.
you know the memes and everything, and like maybe not the memes, but like
Bro.
the lessons, but like wax on, wax off. But I don't think it holds a candle to Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith.
Come on, bro.
That shit was elite.
Bro, you're wildin', bro.
See, that's a
It's
wild
controversial.
take.
I know it's
Bro,
controversial.
bro.
I know.
And I respect it.
I think it's because of where I grew up in, you know, or what I grew up in.
Yeah, I think sometimes a lot of those old movies are really dated, but I don't think Karate Kid's one of those. Karate Kid is a classic.
You gotta understand that there is no Jackie Chan Karate Kid without Mr. Miyagi.
I understand that,
Like-
and I respect that.
like,
for
it's the same
And I know
script.
Mr. Miyagi himself. No disrespect to him, because I know he's a legend.
Right.
You know, like the actual actor,
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi. The was it Daniel-san or whatever his name was, right?
Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, they came and ruined his
Jersey's
character with
finest.
Jersey's
what was that shit called?
I get Ralph Macchio.
Oh.
Now shout out
Cobra
Jersey,
Kai?
Wicked, bro. I don't like Cobra Kai either. That shit
I,
is ass.
I seen the first two seasons. It's good.
That shit is
Cobra Kai-
corny as
Cobra Kai tough.
No, you want to talk about the
It-
comics being corny? You want to talk about anime
I
sometimes being
understand what
corny,
you
bro?
mean.
Cobra Kai is the corniest shit I've ever seen in my
I
fucking
do agree
life.
that it does kind of get a little.
I can't watch that shit.
I don't use corny. I use the term campy
What
for
does
shows
that
like
mean?
that.
What does that mean?
It's like, have you seen On My Block?
On my block, bro.
God, yeah.
When I
Campy.
was
It's
like
not-
15 when I watched season
Yeah,
one. It
it's
was
ki-
good, and then it got
It gets
really
kind of
bad.
campy where it's like, okay, like, you know, like
Yeah.
weird shit starts to happen, and it's like the
Also, the
like
acting was shit
like
in
the
On My Block.
Shaolin shit, and like you got to use the force and like that kind of shit. That makes it like campy because it's like, okay, we're not really talking about karate anymore. Like,
Yeah.
like some of the shit just gets a little weird.
Yeah, I agree with him because if you were talking about corny, All American,
That's corny.
No, I can't watch All American.
see, like,
bro.
that's just bad.
corny is like
Yeah, that shit was just bad.
corny is like niggas doing. Yeah, like corny is like niggas doing unnecessary acting. That's corny to me. Like campy is like trying to kind of trying to when the script is being extra. If the people are being extra, it's corny. If the script is being extra, it's campy.
But just what about moms? What about Dylan? Yeah.
Crenshaw.
Yeah, nah, my son Spencer.
Crenshaw.
And I don't like the fact that he's British in real life.
Why?
I'm sick of them doing
no,
that.
No, I don't have a problem with that as long as you can execute. Like Idris Elba executed in Daddy's Little Girls. He executed in that movie. He executed in a couple of movies that like he was American. But like I think what's his name, who is in All American, is just not good at doing that American accent. Like it got really annoying after the first
I
season.
will say there's some fine people in that show though. In all American.
That's how they kept it going, bro.
The whole show
like
is
if they were like
fine.
by societal standards, if they were regular Joes looking, and obviously like that doesn't really happen in those types of shows, then people would not have kept on watching that shit.
Well,
to be
yeah, I
honest.
agree. I agree.
To your point, though, I do think that like a lot of like
It smells good.
British
in here.
actor, yeah, it does. A lot of British actors, they get like that like hood nigga role.
Always the hood niggas.
Oh, yeah.
Always
Like Franklin
the hood.
Saint.
Say nah,
Nah,
I'm
bro,
not
but he
gonna
did
lie.
that shit. He acted the fuck out of
bodied-
that
he
shit.
bodied-
I
man.
built this shit
Nah, yeah,
brick by brick.
I thought that
Yeah.
nigga was
I'm
American.
damned if I let you fuck it up.
I swear to God, I thought he was
Like the way
American.
another
bro.
nigga talk.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Kudo.
He was going crazy.
Oh my god,
So
you
far,
kind of
so
look
good.
like Franklin Saint a little bit.
Yeah, that's a compliment, bro. That nigga
dude.
dated what's her name, Lori Harvey, bro. That's
Damson?
that's
Nah, that was
I think he
Damson.
still
That
is.
wasn't Franklin.
Yeah, that's damn.
Nah, I think they broke
nigga,
up.
that is, bro.
Nah, they broke up.
No,
Supposedly they were
no.
spotted again.
Bro.
What that mean?
Wait.
He spun the
no,
block.
no. I'm tripping. Or that is Franklin. Bro, that's Franklin.
No, that's
Franklin
not
dated
Franklin.
Lori Harvey.
No,
we
no,
can
he
look this
didn't.
up right now.
No,
Look it up,
Damson
look it up.
dated Lori
Damson,
Harvey.
yeah, well, Franklin is
Nah,
Damson.
no, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Different people.
No, he's not.
Different human beings.
No, it's just different.
It's the
people.
character.
No, we're not doing that, bro. Now you just making me sound like I'm wrong when I'm right. Okay, the person that played Franklin dated Lori Harvey. So if
Yes,
you're
the
saying that I
person
look
that
like
played-
Franklin, then you're saying I look like Damson, whatever his last name is.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm a
Nah,
good-looking
nah,
But
dude.
I don't think Lori Harvey
Would
would
have
date
fucked with Franklin.
I don't think he would
Exactly.
fuck with
Obviously
Lori
not,
wasn't fucking with
guys.
Franklin.
That's why
Obviously
you
not.
gotta, you know.
No, you gotta specify.
You gotta specify.
I don't
That's
think
like
I
saying.
need
That's like
to. I don't
saying.
think I need to specify.
That's
shit.
like saying Killmonger fucking dated Lori Harvey. You feel me? Like it wasn't him. It was Michael B. Jordan. You feel me? Killmonger wasn't pulling Lori Harvey.
Why is this even a conversation?
I'm just saying.
bro? This all came from you saying that I look like him. I was just saying, okay, the guy that dated Lori Harvey, you saying I look
I was just
like
saying
him.
that because you're both African.
He was calling you dark. That's what it
I
really
was
is.
not calling you
That's what
dark.
it really is.
I wasn't calling you dark.
Taking me back to my TJ days, bro. We look the same.
We do. No, I'm not gonna lie. The TikTok where you was like,
That is Uncle Ruckus shit.
Yeah, no, that's actually some Uncle
it
Ruckus
was
shit.
the TikTok.
That's
where you
actually
was-
some. That's no. It was truthful.
No.
It was a truthful TikTok.
I seen the TikTok and I was being hella supportive.
Were you? Bitch ass nigga laughing, bro. Fuck this nigga, man.
No, I was being
Yeah,
supportive.
kick him off the fucking pod,
No, I
bro.
was being supportive.
Let's do a solo act. Just
No.
don't fucking like this nigga, bro.
No, because I was being supportive, but I was about to crack a joke in your comment section.
Say what?
No, because I was
The
gonna.
niggas was
but
gonna
then I
attack you, bro.
Nah, but then I was
They're
like,
gonna be on your
yeah,
ass.
yeah.
They're
But then I
gonna
was
be
like, nah.
bro, this is not a space for that.
Yeah,
shout out my
Yo,
people,
OD,
bro.
because niggas was going to just think I'm hating, but I'm like, nah, this my man's. But like, I was just like, I'm gonna save it because I can't. You feel
Ain't
me,
your
like,
mans, bro.
A word. My fault then, ugly African nigga. My fault. My
You
fault.
see how you just double down? That's who he truly is, guys.
What?
That's who he truly is, guys.
You see how he gaslit the whole situation? Not very
Kind of
stoic
good
of
at
you,
that.
King.
I'm kind of good at that.
Oh yeah? Who taught you? Shorty that got a man now?
That was crazy.
Not my fault.
That was
Not my fault.
Okay.
I just used your vulnerability against
Okay.
you. That's my bad.
That was
my fault.
crazy,
We
Guys,
just really let you open
so,
up.
So shut the fuck up, Nick. So this is how you stay stoic in a situation when a bitch ass nigga is trying to get a rise out of you. We're just gonna sit here and say, bro, I love you all, man. Do your push-ups, be respectful to your parents, do your homework. Shout out Justis. I love that nigga, man.
You got any quotes, King?
Fuck ass nigga.
You got
bro.
any quotes?
Yo, shut up, man. I'm not talking to you. Yeah, I got a quote.
Did I strike a nerve?
No,
Buddy
no,
boy?
No, I just. Oh, buddy boy's crazy.
Hey yo, I'm gonna say this, bro.
Buddy boy's
I've been
crazy.
getting some hate on my latest IG post,
Yeah.
What? What was it?
and people are starting to call me this. So I'm gonna call you this.
What?
Nigga. You're acting like a real low vibration nigga today,
Low vibration.
Somebody said that about you?
bro. Yeah, like 3 niggas.
No, my mom hates that phrase.
Nah.
She
3
hates
people.
that phrase.
What does that mean, bro?
Call
I think
Calling
it's
it
like
a low
basically
vibration.
like because your whole thing is kind of like being a hater, but like a
Bad
sophisticated
vibes.
hater, people are like, oh, low vibration. But they don't.
People,
A lot
people
of
call me low vibration.
a lot of people don't use that right though.
Bro, people call me low vibration because I didn't want to listen to a nigga play the flute for 40 minutes.
That's not low vibration.
Nah,
I think
'cause
that's
he wasn't fucking with Andre 3000.
no. That's a
right?
business decision. I'm about to listen to that on the way home. I'm probably gonna cut it after the first 5 minutes.
3 stacks
A
is
flute
cool, but
for
yeah,
how
I
many
didn't-
hours?
Personally, I like flutes, but not.
Bro, I
for-
like flutes
not
when
that-
I was
not
in
the
when I was in
album.
the TJ orchestra
Yeah,
band.
not the album. Don't.
But like now, Come on,
but
bro.
again, he not making music for us though. He making music for his fans. Like
who's listening to that?
the age group, maybe the old heads. The old heads.
middle-aged folks
Nah,
that like the
bro.
flute.
You don't think that people
Somebody's
that listen to
grandma
Erykah
that's
Badu,
knitting.
You don't think people that listen to Erykah Badu wouldn't listen to a flute album from 3 Stacks? I think they would.
Here's my thing about this situation, right? If you like the flute album,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. But if I don't like the flute
You
album,
don't gotta be low
like,
vibrations.
oh, you just don't get it.
Yeah, like, no,
there's
no.
nothing to get. It's a flute.
Nah, I understand.
You know what I mean?
The low vibrations is kind of corny. I
The
understand.
internet gives
Yeah, I was-
people the license.
Low
to,
vibrations? I'ma
to
start calling niggas that,
hate
though.
on anything that isn't like them.
You're like a low vibration
Nah.
nigga today.
Hey, yo,
bro.
you a low vibration ass nigga, bro. Fuck up my face, nigga. You don't know nothing about these vibrations.
Bro, yeah, the first person that called me, I'm like, yo, bro, go light some sage, bro.
Who do you think you are?
Go
Oh
play
my
with some
gosh.
incense, bro. That's what you got to tell them.
Facts.
You
Nah,
can't tell him to
that's
play
funny.
with the incense.
Yo, bro, come on, bro.
What?
Come on, bro.
That wasn't even crazy.
Come on, bro.
I wasn't
Come
trying.
on, bro.
I wasn't trying to
Just,
do it. Like,
he just
Yo, Nick,
warping
Nick
my
act like a
words.
real vagabond today.
whoa, 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 whoa!
I should have used that after he said
I'm
that.
sorry,
shit.
it was still the first.
No,
Pendejo. Don't do that.
Whoa.
Don't do that. Don't do that because we can go language for language.
Yo, this
we go language for
this
language.
back and forth
Come
fire,
on,
bro.
Come on, faut pas négliger. Come on, don't play with me. Don't
This
play
nigga
with me.
just
Shut up,
cast-
puto.
This nigga just cast a
puto.
spell. Did you just cast a spell on you, bro?
Oh my god,
It's just-
still racism.
Is that what we're doing? This is not racism. This is real.
Oh, nah,
Is that what you're
no,
doing,
they
bro?
say- no, I'm not.
You gonna turn him into a frog or something, bro? What's up, man? Chill, okay?
crazy.
Leave me out of that
That's
shit.
crazy. You know, yeah.
Leave me out of that
Don't
shit.
do that.
Man.
You know, somebody told me they turned me into a chicken. But that's a story for another day. Yo, you got quotes?
No, you go first, man.
Okay, so
You got
this,
the quote first.
this is from the Boondocks, but it's not from the Boondocks.
What does that mean, bro?
So Huey said it, but Huey was quoting somebody else. Huey was quoting Khalil Gibran, who's a Lebanese poet.
LeBron? I'm
He-
sorry. I'm
he
sorry, I'm
quoted
sorry.
LeBron?
You
No,
go.
Khalil Gibran.
Okay.
And
We're
he
listening.
said, "Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. It is the bitter potion by which the physician within you heals your sick self. Therefore, you must trust the physician and drink his remedy in silence and tranquility."
Can you send that to me?
I will, of course.
I need to watch that Boondocks episode.
It was the
bro, that
episode
nigga,
where-
he spits,
The
bro.
Boondocks are so good.
I don't know if y'all remember the episode
Oh, God.
where Granddad's boy from the war died and he had to go make the speech at the funeral, but he didn't know what to say. So he was like, Huey, say something deep. And then that's what Huey said. But I think that just speaks so, it spoke to me because trusting yourself is so difficult. And I think understanding that, you know, when you go through things, and again, it goes back to being kind to people, because if you can be kind to yourself, through your pain and through your struggles, if you can be kind to yourself and trust the remedies that you bring within yourself, then it makes it easier to understand what the people outside are going through and be kind to those people. So that's why that spoke to me. And shout out Huey, shout out the Boondocks.
That's fire, bro.
You feel me? What you got?
My quote is from Everything Ever All at Once, the movie that Justis needs to watch. Like,
OD.
need to watch.
watch it.
But
OD.
it's from the star of the show, in my opinion. Even though Evelyn Wong was the main character, but her husband Wayman, was it Wong or Wayne? I forget. But Evelyn Wayman. But all right, man. But basically, he talks about
This guy.
this guy,
It's
man.
Mandarin.
I apologize.
no, right?
I apologize. I apologize.
Such a high vibrational man.
That wasn't
But basically, Wayman's talking to Evelyn, and this is in another universe, and this is a universe where she's become everything that she wanted to be. Like, she's a movie star, or whatever, and he's business Wayman, as they refer to him. Like, he's big and he's doing what he needs to do,
Right.
and he basically talks about how, like, she sees his kindness as weakness, because a lot of people do see kindness as weakness. He says, you tell me that it's a cruel world and we're all just running in circles. I know that. I've been on this earth just as many days as you. When I choose to see the good side of things, I'm not being naive. It's strategic and necessary. It's how I learned to survive through everything. I know you see yourself as a fighter. Well, I see myself as one too. This is how I fight. Basically saying he uses kindness, seeing the glass half full, being kind, smiling, trying to keep that good energy. Because like I said, like, it's all about your perspective.
Right.
You put yourself in one lane. Like, I'm gonna end just with this. Everything Ever All at Once talks about life paths, and it talks about how each individual universe, like the multiverse, is created through you making split-second decisions through your days, through your years, and how that'll build up to a different life choice.
Right.
Like in the life path where Evelyn became a great movie star and a kung fu master, she decided not to go to America with Wayman, and she decided to stay. She got mugged in the middle of a street, and a kung fu master saved her, took her to her dojo, and basically taught her the ways of kung fu, and that way she became a movie star. It was one decision that led to that, and that same decision also led to a bunch of different other life paths. So it's important, man. Be conscious with every decision you make through life, and it's going to be hard. Sometimes you won't be conscious, but it's important to make sure to think about the implications of what you're about to do. How is this going to add value to my life? How is this going to bring goodness into my life, whatever it is, or into somebody else's life that you care about? But yeah, man.
Conscious kindness.
Yeah, man.
Conscious kindness. Bars.
Stay stoic, y'all. I love you. And do your fucking push-ups.
Agreed. We'll see y'all next week, where we'll be talking about some other stuff. Follow the podcast at QLC Experience on Instagram, TikTok. I'm at I am Nick Wilk on Instagram and TikTok.
If you like stoic positive content, go check out my TikTok, smooth Yoki _ Yoki is spelled YOKI.
Yeah.
My Instagram handle is the same, smooth Yoki _ Yeah. Go check it all out, guys.
Injustice, what's the word?
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys subscribe to Supervillain Studios on YouTube and check out all the other podcast shows and content that we have there.
Yeah.
And follow Supervillain Studios _ on Instagram and SVS on TikTok.
Type shit.
Sounds good. We'll see y'all next week. Deuces.
Booyah.